Hello everyone, my name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Birdland. This is a 2018 film. It came out in January of that year. It does not come with a rating, I guess, but I think it would garner an R. It runs about an hour and a half. It stars Kathleen Monroe, David Alpe, and Benjamin Ayers. The description: an ex-cop whose marriage is on the rocks hides surveillance cameras in her home and watches her husband's transgressions, becoming a voyeur of her own life. This does only have 124 grades on IMDb, but I actually think that's understandable for once because I'll say here in a second. This is Birdland. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. If you'd like any correspondence with me outside of YouTube, I do have my Facebook page. It's called Danny's Movies and Music. If you'd like to check that out, I do have a lot of bonus content on there, so I'd appreciate it. This one comes to me from research that I do at the beginning of every month for new movies that I've never seen before. And yes, it's a couple years old, but that's okay. And usually when we hear this concept, I think people flock to a movie like this, pun intended. And so I think that I was looking forward to it just by knowing the description. But usually I walk into these kind of movies not knowing really what I'm getting myself into at all. So this is very much kind of a crazed movie where, the wife is suspecting something of her husband, so she sets up cameras, and when she watches those cameras, the movie unfolds with the material of those cameras, recording, and then we have to kind of watch things unfold with her and this other officer that she's discussing things with. And it almost seems like it's in a dream state because the two sitting in a room that's completely black with only them on the opposite ends of a table talking for half the movie really gets monotonous, really gets kind of boring, and I just don't understand why they took that approach for this movie, because we can experience people's indiscretions, unfolding themselves and becoming apparent, but there's a way to make that in a movie, and this is not it. As far as the indiscretions go, yes, we get a little bit of sex here and there, but honestly, I was kind of disappointed in the quality of it. This isn't 50 Shades of Grey. I think they were sort of trying to be like that, but there are some other good movies that I've seen called The Lodge, and I have one up here called 1114. There are mysteries that can unfold in movies, and you can let them go step by step, bit of information by bit of information. But this one doesn't do anything. It just lets us know that something's happening, and then has a bunch of talking to try and unfold it and make it seem interesting. And just nothing comes off interesting. They cut scenes short and boom to another scene where she's in a car, the wife, and then, oh, we're going to go to this party and have this guy talk about something that's going on with him and the husband. And we don't really get to know the relationships, and we don't really seem to care. I just don't think that this movie is worth $1. Like, don't even waste your time on it, kind of $1. I agree with the grade online. Usually people aren't so collectively sure about a movie, but this one just doesn't know what it's doing. It doesn't know which approach to take. It doesn't know how to unfold bits of information. It doesn't know how to be a really sexy movie and have lots of nudity or, anything. It just is a very mild version of other mild movies like 50 Shades of Grey, and I just don't understand why they were trying to take that approach and become identified as such, because it doesn't have anything to really do with birds other than the fact that the husband's job is working with some museum, and it doesn't really have anything else to do other than that. It kind of, lets birds be present in the movie, but there's really no point of all this. So the lowest grade I give a movie is a D because I understand what it takes to make a movie, but honestly, I don't think even this one put much effort into making theirs. So if I could give an F, I would give an F. But just don't waste your time on this. It's not worth anything. It's going to be on my worst of the year list, but just try and stay away from it. Only 125 people or so have graded online. That's probably the many people have been actually able to persevere through this movie, because most people should probably stop about halfway through or a quarter of the way through. It's that bad. So a D for Birdland. Thanks a lot, guys. My name is Danny. If you like this or my other videos, try and get some of them to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Just stay away from this one. Thanks.